Do you know how old the files are that you're working with on your computer? Now if you think about it, think back to when that file might have been created. Maybe you've been in your job a while, or maybe someone else created it before you and before you and before you. So how old do you think the origins of that file are? And the reason I'm asking is because even now, and what Microsoft Office has come a long way, I'm still seeing compatibility mode files, and this is a real problem. So I want you to have a look at your files and see if you've got any compatibility mode. Let me show you what they look like and the problems they can cause. So here we are in our Excel file, and if we look at the top of the screen, there you go, and this is I'll put a big arrow there so you can see it, and this is a compatibility mode file. Now if you haven't already, watch the one I've done on Word as well, because Word has the same problem, old file formats, but they act up in a slightly different way. I'll show you how they work in Excel now. So let's get going. So this is my Excel file, and on the face of it, apart from that compatibility mode at the top, it looks fine. Right, the big difference. I'm going to go right down to the bottom of the spreadsheet. So at the moment I'm at the top in row 20, and I'll go right to the bottom. Shortcut key for that is Control and down arrow. So let's go right down the bottom, and there we are. And you will see the last row is row 65,536. Now I'm going to go back up to the top, so Control and Home, or Control and up arrow, and I want to do a new document. Another shortcut there, Control and N for new. I use that one a lot. So this is a normal blank document, it's not compatibility mode, and I'm going to show you the difference. So remember, that was 65,000 rows. So if we go down to the bottom of this document, there we go, 1,048,576 rows. So you've got tons and tons more rows to use. Now the problem is, let's go back up to the top, is if you have a document that's the old file format, it won't be able to hold as much information, and often people, it's not just because of people not updating documents. What you find is a lot of bespoke systems will export to an Excel file, but they'll only export to an old format, so they're only able to export 55,000 rows. So even if the problem isn't saving or upgrading, if you're taking information into Excel that's been exported for another system, check that is it exporting everything, because you might find it's not exporting all the rows because old file formats can't hold the same amount of rows as new file formats. Now let's show you what happens once you've actually got it into Excel, how to upgrade it. I also had terrible trouble because sometimes I have to set these up for the videos. It didn't like saving the compatibility mode on OneDrive. It did it in the end, but you will find these files will play up more and more, and we'll get to a point where eventually they'll say we're not even going to accept them anymore. So yeah, just be aware of that. So let's save this compatibility mode file, and we're going to go to File, and then we're going to go to Info. Okay, I'll just mark that on there. So File and Info. And then when we get to Info, we'll get there in the end. Okay, what we're going to choose is the button over here which says Convert. So I'll just show you that one there. There's the Convert button. So if we click on Convert, sorry about that, let's do that again. File, Info, Convert. So here's my file. Here's the name of it. I'm just going to put in the name, click on Save. Yeah, there was one already there, which was a sample. Say yes. Okay, so the file has been saved. That compatibility mode is no longer there. I'm going to go down to the bottom and have a look. So let's do Control down arrow, and there we are, over 1 million rows, and that is just by changing the format of the file. Now other things happen, and I talk about this in the Word video. Do go and have a look at that. You'll normally find that when you have compatibility mode, some of the functions don't work quite the same, the formatting doesn't work quite the same, so there's issues there. A lot of Excel generally handles them much better, which is why I think this feature goes hidden for a long time, whereas Word, because your formatting's going all over the place, it's a lot more of a pain, so people deal with it. So what I suggest, if you do have any compatibility mode files, maybe save a copy of them first and then just upgrade them, make sure they're the latest file format, and you should find using Excel is so much easier. Good luck, have a look for your files, see if you can see any, and hopefully we'll get to a point where nobody is using these old file formats, which incidentally are nearly 20 years old, and in some cases older. So thanks so much for watching. Do look at my other videos, do like and subscribe, and if there's anything else that you would like to cover, then please put it in the comments. Would love to hear from you.